Hi, and welcome to day 3 of the 5-day challenge for life coaching. Today, we're going to look at how to get the life and career that you will love. I'm Leslie Strachan, as you might know by now, and I'm a certified Jack Canfield coach in the Success Principles, which isn't widely known in the UK, but has been successful for over 50 years globally. So I'm really happy to be here today. And we're just going to do a quick revision of what we did yesterday, which was quite interesting in terms of where we are. And so yesterday we had a look at trying to decide what you want in life. And we made a list of all the things that you don't want in your life, and then made a list of all the things that you do want in your life. So we looked yesterday at lists in terms of if you don't want that, like you don't want the kids to keep messing up their rooms, what would be the ideal solution for you? So we're looking at negatives and positives. Some people could prefer to work that way, but if you prefer to just work in the positive, we're just making an absolute brain dump of everything that you would like to have in your life. And it works really well for us to be able to do that. Yesterday, we also looked at the 6 key areas in our life where we need to be thinking about having a balanced lifestyle. So now that we have our list, we're going to visualize really what we want to achieve in all of these 6 areas of your life. So, for example, if we were sitting here a year from now, what would these 6 areas look like? So, for example, if we look at the financial area of your life, we're just going to do a light touch today. How much more money would you be earning? Would you have moved house? Would you have bought a mobile phone? Would you have cleared your mortgage? So these are all the things that you can actually think about. So the key here is to think a year in advance. Where would I want to be with my finances? Probably in a better place. Due to inflation and all the rest of it and interest rates at the minute. So can you write those things down? Can you come up with a monetary figure which can be reflected in your vision board? The second area of your life is your job or your career. Are you super, super happy to get up in the morning? Yay, let's go to work like I am. Or are you thinking, feeling a bit lost right now? Not entirely sure what I want to do. I don't have the skills or the abilities to do something different. Well, let me tell you right now, you do. I coach people on this on a daily basis. So I want you to be thinking, if you got up in the morning and could do any job or career that you wanted, what would that be? So are you happy working in a call centre? Are you happy in a nursing career? Are you happy with the amount of hours that you have to put in the day? Are you juggling all the time with life and kids and careers and jobs? Do you fancy being an entrepreneur? So have a think about that, and then let's have a look at finding some images that reflect that. Now, in terms of your relationships, what are the relationships you have with your key significant other people in your life, with your kids, with your parents, with your partners? And think, could they be better? Could they be different? Do I want to spend more time with them? Do I want to spend less time with them? As we all know, relationships are pretty difficult. So have an idea of how family focused are you? Are you career focused? It doesn't matter. This is about who you are and what you want to be, have, and do in your life. So in terms of fun and recreation, do you have any? Are you totally work focused? Is that okay with you? There are no wrong answers to any of these questions. But if you're not having fun and you're not laughing and smiling at least once a day, you probably have to question how much fun and recreation you have in your life. Are you glued to your laptop or your computer all day? Can you not get out? Yes, you can. At lunchtime, in the mornings, I use my 7 o'clock walk with my dog to talk to him about my strategy for the day. It's hilarious. He doesn't understand, but it gives me some thinking time. Could you go out lunchtime? Could you go out evenings? Could you go out and do something completely different? Can you go out and study Spanish of an evening, for example, or English or anything, a night school to meet other people as well? Now, in terms of your personal goals, these are things like, would you like to go back to school and do a senior leadership apprenticeship? Would you like to do an A-level? Do you want to study history? My personal goals are to get back under 10 stone and lose £1 a week on my Slimming World diet, because I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic at the end of last year. So I have the choice really of to do nothing, to take medication, or to do something to help myself. So that's on my vision board, to be lovely and lithe and slim and under 10 stone. So that's my goal for 1 year. Be cool. So I've lost £11 so far, so I'm pretty happy with that one. So are your personal goals to run a marathon for charity? I don't know. Is it your goal just to get off the sofa and walk around the block? This is entirely up to you. So if you're thinking about personal goals, it can be anything. Have you longed to do something? Do you want to travel? And the same for fitness and health. Do you want to join a club to meet other people? Do racquetball, tennis, swim, join a gym? Don't do that. Look at some of the things that you could do. Join a class where you'd have fun and you can get fit all at the same time. So in those 6 areas of your life, financial, career, relationships, fun and recreation, personal goals, and fitness and health, they're really, really super important to actually understand how to do those. So in an ideal world, what would these 6 areas look like to you? So if you had 6 squares on a bit of paper, for example, and you could put at least one thing in each of those 6 areas, what would it be? Now, what I don't want you to do is think about this too much, because what you should be getting is, if you're not 100% happy with your life, there's something here within these 6 areas that will come immediately to your mind and that you should write down. I'm not saying that you should attack all of these 6 areas in one go, but certainly the one for me at the moment is financial, and the other one is health and fitness. And they're the 2 things that I'm focused on. But in essence, what we need to do is develop all 6 areas so we aim to live a balanced lifestyle, or at least a lifestyle that we're happy with. It may be that you want to work a 70-hour week in your career and all these other things go by the wayside. This is your personal decision and it's your personal journey. And when you work with me on one of my courses, this is something that we'll be very focused on in our life coaching community, is the fact that we are in this community, we are all learning together, and we get hints and tips off each other as to how that might work. So what we need to do now is, this is my vision board that I showed you yesterday, and I'm showing you again today. It has the 6 areas of my life that I'm planning on working towards, including some financial and time goals. And I did explain this in depth yesterday. Yours does not have to be as this is. I tend to sort of do things in straight lines, and it may be that you don't have all these things going on. It actually might mean that you have more things going on. I don't know. It could be 3 or 4 things that you want to focus on. What you might want to do is have a look at 3 photo areas that you can go to, like Unsplash, for example, and pull down some pictures off of that, or off the internet or something like that. I have pictures of, for example, Machu Picchu and Giraffe Manor and the Bolshoi in Moscow down here. You can put anything you like on there. There is no wrong answer. And there is no such thing as being unrealistic either. So this is about your vision. And the thing is with vision boards is you get what you focus on. You get what you invest your time in. So this is my fourth one in the space of about 8 years. I have carved my own 6 areas of my life to reflect what I want, and have let go and said no to a lot of the stuff that I don't want in my life anymore. So that's another success principle that we're going to talk about in our life coaching club is no. It's a very short word and it can be done very nicely. No, I don't want to do that. Same with your kids. No, I'm not talking about that. Thank you very much. So between now and when I see you tomorrow, what would be awesome is if you could gather some photos or images that represent the house you want to live in, the job that you want to do. Mine would be laptop, have travel, will travel, rather than being stuck at a computer all day. Mine has lots of travel pictures on it and aeroplanes and apartments I'd like to spend some time in the winter and things like that. Doesn't have to be like that. It could just be you and your dog and reading a book or whatever it is you want. It is your life. It is your personal journey. All I am here to do in our life coaching club is to guide you in the community to what is best for you personally. So to conclude, I thoroughly suspect by now you're having a great time with this and that you're hungry for more. Now, it may be that you know exactly where you want to go, where you are now and where you want to go. It may be that you're struggling with thinking, I still really don't know. And if that's the case, I'm here, I'm your guide. So why don't you join my weekly live coaching community? The link is here, or search for Leslie's School at Thinkific. You can join the link. I am live on Zoom every week. So we will discuss one success principle and then we'll have a discussion about it and a Q&A. You can chat to other people. Some weeks it'll just be me and you. Sometimes it'll be 20 other people in the room as well. But it's a fun experience. What's said in the room stays in the room, and you can get some really good hot tips from both other people and me as your guide to get to where you want to go. Because at the end of the day, you can live the life that you want to. You just have to choose whether you want to go down that route or not. So finally, here are my details. Please do feel free to book a call in with me on my mobile. You can do that by emailing me straight away after this call's finished. And I'd be more than happy to have a very informal call with you to see whether life coaching is for you. So thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I hope you get a lot out of day 3 of 5, and we will join again tomorrow when we'll be discussing goal setting and doing a goal setting map for the next year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So by the time we meet tomorrow, you need to put on your I want list or your I don't want list. You need to have a clear vision of the 6 areas of your life, and then we will design a plan about how you're actually going to do that, because the first step is the best step, and we will just do little baby steps together in order to get you where you want to go. And certainly in the community, I'll be guiding you towards what is your next step and keeping you accountable and on the road to success. So in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.